Hey, welcome everyone to Vested Interest. This is Shane, and before we get into the video, I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone who's taken the time to watch, comment, and like the videos, and a special thanks to those who have subscribed to the channel. I do appreciate it. For those of you who may be stopping by for the first time, on this channel we focus on a passive income investing strategy by buying stocks in good companies that pay dividends. It's not rocket science, and in my opinion, the best way to do anything is to keep it as simple as possible, so it really boils down to consistently investing and buying dividend growth stocks and growing companies with positive cash flow that covers the dividend and companies that return a high yield on their capital. I utilize both a dollar cost average approach, consistently investing into stocks within the portfolio on a bi-weekly basis every 2 weeks when I get paid at a minimum, but I also do large purchases as well if I have extra funds. For example, in March, my wife and I typically get a nice bonus. So I typically do a big purchase then. Actually, last March in 2021 is when I started the portfolio. I cover with those bonuses. I cover all my investments into this portfolio on this channel. I do not have a paid Patreon account, nor do I intend to ever have one. We all have enough to pay for, so it's free to see what I'm investing in. But if you'd like to help the channel, dropping a comment, liking the videos, and subscribing helps the channel out tremendously. I also have a link to my Webull account down below. So if you're looking to start your own investing account, if you use that link, you'll get some free stocks when you sign up and deposit funds into the account. I will receive some free stocks as well, so that helps me out. You don't have to use the link if you don't want to. It's an option. You can sign up without it if you prefer. I do not cover my Webull activity on this channel, as it is more speculative in nature with much higher risk into stocks that don't pay dividends. In today's video, we will be covering the most recent portfolio activity. So without any further delay, let's get right to the video. As you can see here, on January 13th, 2022, we invested $2,356.87 into the account. With those funds, we purchased 9 shares of Vail. Vail is a mining company in the materials sector, and those 9 shares cost $15.39 a piece. We picked up 14, and Vail is ticker VALE. We picked up 14 shares of Siboney-Stillwater, ticker SBSW. Those shares were $14.74 a piece. And Siboney-Stillwater, much like Vail, is a mining company in the materials sector. We picked up 14 shares of Enterprise Products Partners, ticker EPD. We picked up those shares for $24.05 a piece. We picked up Enterprise Product Partners is in the energy sector. It is a gas and oil distributor. We picked up 8 shares of Stag Industrial, ticker STAG. We picked up those shares for $44.49 a piece. And Stag is a REIT in the industry. And actually, we picked up 10 shares of Stag total. I don't know why it does this sometimes, but it does break out these 8. You can see here 8 shares. One share, let me highlight it real quick. 8 shares and then 1 share, but you'll notice they're all $44.49 a piece. I don't know why it does that. Sometimes it breaks out these purchases together, or breaks out the purchases instead of one big purchase together. I don't understand why. And Stag, like I said, is a REIT in the real estate sector. OHI, ticker OHI, is Omega Healthcare Investors. You can see here we picked up 18 shares for $31.29 a piece. Omega Healthcare Investors is a REIT as well. We picked up 1 share of 3M Company, ticker MMM, for $180.74 per share. And the 3M, and then the next one, Johnson & Johnson, we've been picking up 1 share of these each pretty much every week. Johnson & Johnson is going to be doing a spinoff. 3M, I've been reading a little bit. They're going to be doing a spinoff as well, it looks like. So that is both a play. I like the companies, but also a play to get the stocks from the spinoff. Next up, Johnson & Johnson, ticker J&J. We picked up 1 share at $170.10. And 3M is, let me go back to 3M real quick. 3M is in the industrial sector. Johnson & Johnson is in the healthcare sector. And then last, we picked up 3 shares of CVS Health Corporation, ticker CVS, at $105.50 per share. And CVS is also in the healthcare sector. Next up, on the 14th, we actually had a couple of we sold a couple stocks out of the portfolio. Orion Office REIT, ticker ONL, and this was actually, we never purchased this. This was actually a spinoff from O Realty, and we sold those for that one share for $17.55. And actually, I wasn't able to sell completely out of this for some reason. My brokerage, and I use Ally investment account for my brokerage, would not allow me to sell the fractional shares. So I have like 0.5 or 0.6 shares left of ONL. I need to actually reach out to them and see if there's a way I can sell those fractional shares. ONL is a REIT, and again, it was a spinoff from O Realty. And then we sold out of Kyndryl Holdings. Again, I have some fractional shares left of this, trying to figure out how to get rid of those fractional shares, ticker KD, but this was another one I did not purchase. I held it for a while to see how it would do. It was a spinoff from IBM Corporation, and we sold those for $17, the 4 shares there for $17.86 per piece a piece. And with those funds, you'll see $82.97. We reinvested most of that back into the company and picked up 2 shares of Enbridge Inc., ticker EMB, also a gas and oil distributor. They are a Canadian, so a little exposure to the international sector, picking up these 2 shares. They're out of Canada. I'm in Michigan, so they have a line across the Great Lakes here from Canada into Michigan and service both Canada and the United States. They are in the energy sector as well. Actually, they may be in the utility sector. I have to look that up. Either the energy or utility sector. I believe energy, though. And then let's do a quick portfolio update. As you can see here, the total value of the portfolio is $76,942.50 or 55 cents currently. The dividend yield has crept up a little bit, which is one of the goals for 2022 to get it up above 5%. So we are at 4.295% dividend yield. And the most important part of the portfolio, the annual dividend income, is $3,304.83. Again, guys, that's what we are focused on here. The dividend returns, the annual returns from dividends. This will help us get to that financial freedom. Some people call it FIRE, financial independence, retire early number that we want, and eventually these shares will help us live financially free, as well as my plan is to utilize the funds to help reinvest into some land and real estate purchases that I want to do later on as I get a little older. And then let's look at the sector weights and the breakdown of the portfolio. The communication sector, 9.31%. Consumer discretionary is at 2.28%. Consumer staples at 12.47%. The energy sector is at 11.5%. Financials is at 8.74%. Healthcare is at 12.93%. Industrials at 10.79%. Technology at 7.78%. Materials at 6.49%. Utilities at 6.8%. REITs and real estate at 10.91%. And we still do not have any ETFs in the portfolio. This is an area I may look at adding. I know I've talked about it before. I am looking at some international ETFs that I'm probably going to go into. And I don't typically invest in ETFs. I like to go through and pick my own individual stocks. But in the emerging and foreign markets, I just don't know enough about the companies, nor do I have enough time. So that may be an area where I look to ETFs, and probably will be looking to ETFs in the future. So that brings us to the end of the portfolio update, guys. As always, I appreciate you stopping by. And if you haven't done so already, don't forget to show me some love. Hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down if you didn't like the video or the purchases that I made this time. Ring the notification bell and subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think. I do personally read and respond to the comments, and I'm always interested to read your questions and opinions. This is Shane signing off, wishing peace and prosperity to you and yours. And remember, financial security comes to those who take a vested interest. Hey, we'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the channel, guys. Appreciate it. Like I said, if you haven't done so, if you could take a moment to subscribe, like, share, and drop a comment below, I really appreciate it. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing in this presentation should be considered financial advice. I am only sharing my opinion and investing journey for educational and entertainment purposes. Investing involves risk. You can lose money and should never invest any amount you are not comfortable losing. Always do your own research and invest based on your situation, circumstances, and selected criteria, or seek the advice and counsel of a certified financial advisor.